So tell me, how do you like it in Germany?
That's a good question. How do I like it in Germany? I think it's going to take me a while to get used to the German culture. But there's one thing that I really like about Germany. It's their immigration system is top notch. I cannot even complain about that. When you arrive, there's a lot of things that will probably happen that you need to do. But it is so smooth. And I'm like, why did I wait this long? Like, I love the German immigration policies and system, just the way that it works. It's very organized and nobody harasses you.
Did you feel that already from your visa application, or was it when you got to Germany?
I felt it from my visa application. I mean, if you don't know, I am coming from Australia, and I will not lie, Australia literally harasses you. Like, you're always stressed about this document, that document. And for someone that has never been to Germany, what I experienced was beyond my belief, because I really didn't need to do anything extra. I just needed to provide the documents that they needed. And I had to wait for up to a month, but I think my visa came, I had to wait up to a month or 3 weeks. I think my visa came around 3 weeks after I applied for it. And so that was a very good impression on Germany's part.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you stepped into the country, where did you step into at first? Which city in Germany?
I landed in Düsseldorf. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Düsseldorf, yeah.
Düsseldorf. I landed in Düsseldorf, and I had to travel from Düsseldorf to my current city where I will be studying. I'm not gonna disclose it. It's a secret. So I landed in Düsseldorf, and I had to even the immigration policies as soon as you land, it's just really good. They just ask you. The funny thing is, what I noticed at the airport is they ask you, okay, there are signs, okay? They tell you where to go if you need to declare something. They don't harass you into it. They don't open your luggages to look at what you're bringing in Germany. The signs tell you that if you need to declare something, you go on this side. If not, you go out on this side.
How would you compare that to Australia if one was to land in Australia for the first time?
Oh my God. You first of all have to make your luggage go through security when you are landing.
Okay.
And it's an electronic process, but I think if they find unusual things like food
is unusual.
Yeah, like food is unusual. If you're coming from an international flight, it's not allowed to bring food in Australia. I think some foods are allowed, like maybe chocolates or snacks.
Okay.
But if you're coming, for example, from an African country, for example, and you have food from, let's say, Ghana, or like me, you have food from Congo, for example, they will open that thing and you will not go anywhere with it. They will throw it. Unless you want to eat it at the airport, they will throw your food out. They will throw it away.
And what's the reason behind this? Do you know that, maybe?
I think
Do you have to pay tax on the food?
No, you don't have to pay tax.
It's an illegal way to import stuff into the country, or what?
No. There's another thing that you cannot bring, like works of art, for example. You cannot bring it in Australia unless you declare it. I don't really know their reasoning behind that. But for food, I think they're trying to limit maybe sicknesses or diseases like contamination and things like that. But if you bring in cooked food from your country, I don't see any reason why they should be throwing people's foods.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to Germany. So you landed in Düsseldorf.
Yeah.
And then, so you went through the immigration system, you talked to the police, you showed some document, or how did it go?
I did not talk to any police.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
I landed in Düsseldorf, and there was the usual that you go, they're like, okay, foreign passport holders go here, and the EU passport holders go here. And I went to the foreign passport holders section, and basically the controllers or the security people, like the people that control your passport. For me, it was a guy, and he asked me, for my passport. I gave it to him. He had a look at my visa, and then he asked me for my vaccination certificate, and I showed it to him. And something funny happened because he looked at my certificate because it was foreign. He was like, that's all. And I was like, that's all the vaccinations I have. And he was like, okay, enjoy your stay. He gave me my passport, and then I exited, and I went to pick up my luggage, the luggage section, which has those signs of like, if you want to declare, you go this way.
Okay.
Or if not, then you go out. Yeah, that was it. Okay. There was nothing, there was no police asking me no weird questions. It was pretty simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so far, how is it going, from changing your student visa to a residence permit? This is something you have to do, right?
This is something I have to do. It's funny because I didn't know that was a thing, because I felt like when I was applying for a student visa, it would just come as a student visa, you know, with
Okay.
how long you're supposed to stay. But it came as a visa, a temporary visa, more or less.
Yeah.
That allows you to arrive in Germany, and then within 3 months, I think you have to change it to a residence permit, like a student residence permit.
Yeah.
The process has been straightforward, but if you don't know it, it can feel like so much. For me, it wasn't so hard because I have help. I had help.
Okay.
And I got help from DA. Let me just say that. I got help from DA. So they really helped me my way around, like getting the registration done.
Okay.
I'm not, it's not completely done yet. The residence permit is still on its way. But it's a fairly easy process. But it can feel too much kind of if you don't know it, but for someone who is new to the system. But it's not like they're harassing you. It's just the process that you have to follow, and if you have someone to help you through it, I think it should be fine.
Okay, could you walk us through your own process, like how you managed to go through the process?
I think for the first week I was self-isolating, and then the second week is when I really started, me and my DA people started walking me through the process. I think actually we started by going to my accommodation, because when I was self-isolating, it was like an Airbnb situation, so I was not in my permanent place. So when I got my permanent place, then they gave us a document with my address on it and something, and then after that we had to go register in the city. I don't know what you call that office. Is it like a...
So in the rat house.
In the rat house.
Rat house. So that's the town hall, the city town hall.
Yeah.
Where you do your citizen registration.
Exactly. So we had to do a citizen registration at town hall, and so after that, then we had to wait for them to send us an invitation almost to apply for a residence permit.
That's right.
And so we waited for a few days, and then they sent us a letter in the mailbox. And then because at this point they already had our permanent address, which we provided when we were doing the citizen registration, and so they sent us a letter inviting us to apply, inviting me, but I'm saying us because I was getting help, obviously, inviting us to apply for a residence permit. And so we did that, and then we sent it by post. So they sent us the application form, and so we filled that up, and we attached some documents that they asked for. I think it was my enrollment certificate. Yeah, I think it was 3 documents, right?
Enrollment certificate,
my blocked account, and one more thing.
Your health insurance confirmation.
And my health insurance information. Yeah, thank you. As you can hear. So we sent that by post, and yeah, now we just have to chill and wait.
Cool. So in general, tell me, would you recommend Germany as a study abroad location to someone who wants to leave their home country or wherever they are to study abroad?
I will definitely, most definitely recommend Germany as a study abroad destination. Yes, I have not stayed here so long to know the German culture, but I feel like culture can be learned. But relying just for the immigration processes, I would definitely recommend. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you speak German? Any German at all?
Guten Morgen or Good Morgen. Mein Name. Oh, why am I speaking such formal German already? I mean, ich bin Feli.
Woher kommst du?
I come from Australia. I understand what you're saying, but like
that's good already. The first step is to understand.
Yeah, obviously my German is not the best. So this is another thing. You don't need to know German to come to Germany.
Right.
As you can see. As you can see, I am here and I'm clueless. And I go shopping sometimes and they're telling me some stuff and I don't understand it.
How do you feel when that happens, when you go shopping and people talk to you?
I will not lie. It's a bit frustrating because you feel illiterate. Like, you feel like, what the hell is this about? You know, they're asking you, like, I remember one of the counter people was asking me a simple question. They were just like, they were telling me that my payment method was rejected. I should try again, and I thought they were asking me if I wanted a receipt. So I was like, yeah, bitte, which means yes, please. So the guy was
yes,
like, no, you have. The guy was like, no, you have to try. Like, you have to try again. I was like, oh, yeah. It's a feeling where you like, you know, you've lived your life where people understood everything that you said, you understood everything that people said, and now you're in an environment where like you don't understand a thing. So I don't know. For me, it's a bit it's a bit challenging, I have to say. But I'm excited to learn a new language again because I already speak English, French, and three other Congolese languages. I think 2.5 Congolese languages, and I would love to speak another foreign language.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Felicity, for doing this.
Yeah.
And we hope people watching this video can learn one thing or two.
Yeah.
And we will see you again some other time. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.